Okay, today we are discussing commercial bank and its function. Commercial bank, all of you are knowing, commercial bank is an institution which performs the function of accepting deposits, granting loan, and making investment with the aim of earning profits. In our country, let us see different banks are there, different commercial banks are there. Some banks are owned controlled by the government. Some banks are owned controlled by the private individuals. Some are the foreign banks. So commercial banks. So let us see. I have written one definition of commercial bank. Commercial bank is an institution which performs the function of accepting deposits, granting loan, and making investment with the aim of earning profits. So State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, this Central Bank of India, Canara Bank, Allahabad Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. These all banks are the commercial bank. Let us see what are the function of the commercial bank. Commercial bank function we have classified into two categories. Some functions are primary function, some are the secondary function. So primary functions are also classified into two categories. First one is accepting deposits. So commercial bank used to accept the deposits in different accounts. The first account in which the commercial bank can accept the deposit is the current account. Current account deposits. So current account deposits are the accounts which are generally opened by the businessmen, by the traders, by the shopkeepers. They used to open the current account. So current account is also known as demand deposits. Demand deposits. So the money deposited into the current account can be repayable by the bank at any time on the demand of the account holder. So account holder can withdraw the money, can issue the checks of any amount, of any numbers against the deposits, and these facilities are being provided by the banks against the current account deposits. The second important deposit is the time deposit or fixed deposit. This is fixed deposits account. Fixed deposit account is also known as time deposits. Time deposit. Time deposit means the amount of money is deposited for certain period of time. If some person having the excess amount of money want to keep for certain period of time, they can go to the bank and they can deposit the money against the time deposits, and he can let us see get the means he can receive the money after the expiry of the time along with the rate of interest. So fixed deposit account, time deposit, this is time deposit account facilities are also available into the commercial bank. Here no check facilities are being provided, no withdrawal facilities are provided against the time deposits accounts. Third account which can be opened is the recurring deposit accounts. Recurring deposits account. So recurring deposits account is also there. This is called RD account. So RD account deposit is also there in order to mobilize the saving of the public. The bank has started the recurring deposit accounts. So under the recurring deposit account, the regular basis, on the regular basis, money can be deposited, money can be saved for such certain period of time. After the expiry of the time, that amount of money along with the rate of interest will be returned back to the account holder. So here also withdrawal facilities are not available. One cannot withdraw the money in between the time which are fixed by the bank. And number 4, the last one is the saving deposits. Saving deposits account. So saving deposits accounts are the most common account generally opened by the salary holders, or the common people or farmers. They used to open the account into the bank, and that is the saving deposits account. Saving deposits, against the saving deposit account also, bank used to issue the check facilities, but there is certain limit that the ceiling is imposed over the draw of the money, over the number of issue of the checks. So how many checks can be issued, how much amount of money can be drawn, that is fixed by the government or by the bank. So I think these are the 4 accounts. These are most important account can be opened into the bank. This is the accepting deposit. The second important primary function is advancing loan. Advancing loans. Loans, you are knowing, means credit facilities. So loan facilities, credit facilities are being provided by the banks. One side bank is accepting the deposit. Another side, the money is not kept into the bank. Some amount of cash is kept in the form of cash, and some rest of the money are being invested by the bank in the form of loan. So loans are given to the producers, loan are given to the salaried person, personal loans are given, and loans are also given to the industrialists, traders, businessmen. So let us see what are the different types of the loans generally sanctioned. So first important loans and sanction is cash credit. Cash credit. This cash credit facilities are given to the producers. Only producers can avail the cash credit facilities. Cash credit facilities are given to the trader, to the businessman, to the industrialist, in order to maintain the working capital, in order to purchase the raw materials, in order to make the payment of salaries, in order to make the payment of bills, different types of the bills. This cash credit facilities are given to the industrialist. So industrialist can avail. So what the means bank is doing? Bank is sanctioning the cash credit facilities, the loan facilities against their current assets. Again, their current assets. Their current assets are the let us see the value of stocks, the statement of the stock of goods, and the value of the share, the value of bonds. So I'm keeping the some securities such as the bonds, shares, and the stock of the goods. The bank used to grant the loan. So here what happened, that bank used to give certain lump sum amount, and if that money will be drawn, then only the interest will be charged. Otherwise, no interest will be charged. Suppose government has given 5 lakhs rupees that cash credit facilities. So cash credit 5 lakhs rupees can be withdrawn if suppose producer, the industrialist withdraw only 1 lakh rupees, then interest will be charged only up to 1 lakh rupees. So here what happened, whatsoever the money withdrawn will be used by the industrialists, by the producers. That amount is chargeable with the interest. Rest of the money is not chargeable with the interest. Similarly, in our country, we have seen the farmers are given the credit card facilities are given to the farmers in order to purchase the raw materials such as the seeds, etc., fertilizers, in order to make the payment of the labor. So cash credit facilities are given to the, so farmers are also the producer. So cash credit facilities. The second one is demand loans. Demand loan. So demand loan facilities are also given. So demand loan facilities are given against certain securities. And securities, what are the securities? Such as the fixed deposit, such as the recurring deposits, such as national savings certificate. National savings certificate. So on the behalf of the national savings certificate, on the behalf of the recurring deposit, on the behalf of the fixed deposit, on the behalf of the gold, on the behalf of the silver, let us say bank can grant the loan to the public. So public can get the loan against their securities. So that is known as demand loan. So demand loan is given lump sum. If the RD, suppose the fixed deposit is 1 lakh rupees, so bank can give 70% or 80%, 80,000 suppose, or 70,000 loan can be sanctioned. Clear? And so this loan is demand loan. So demand loans, let us say, can be repayable. Means it can be repayable by the borrowers at any time on the demand of the bank. Bank can, if the bank feel that there is the urgent need of money into the bank, then they can demand the money from the borrowers. So this is demand loan. And third one is overdraft facilities. overdraft. Overdraft facilities also provided to the account holders. Those who are the account holders, they can avail the overdraft facilities. Overdraft facilities means more than the deposits. If suppose one person has deposited 1 lakh rupees, then the bank having the power to sanction 20% or 30% of the overdraft facilities. So though the person, the reliable person, the person whose credit score is very good, the person whose goodwill is good, so that person can avail the overdraft facilities. So producers also, businessmen also, they used to avail the facilities of overdraft facilities. So overdraft facilities, I told you, one person is having the 1 lakh rupees deposited into the bank, and bank has given 20% overdraft facilities. Then he can issue the checks up to the amount of 1,20,000. Though 1 lakh rupees is deposited into the bank, but he can issue the checks equivalent to 1,20,000, and he will be chargeable with the interest only for 20,000 rupees. That overdraft facility, comes under the most important. The loan is the term loans. Term loans. So term loans are short-term loans also, and terms loans are the long-term loans also. So short-term loans, long-term loan, these loans are the secured loans. So security, on the basis of securities. So term loans are given to the public, to the businessman, to the traders, to the industrialists, either to purchase the asset or to create the asset, such as in order to purchase the asset, purchase the machineries, to purchase the vehicles, to purchase the raw materials, to construct the buildings, to construct the plants, equipment, machineries. So loans are given. In order to construct the houses, loans are given. In order to get the education, loans are given. In order to so these different types of the loans. Suppose I told you here personal loan. You take the personal loan, personal loans, personal loan. Working capital loans are also coming. Working capital loan. Working capital loans. Then other type of loans, let us see, I told you housing loan, housing loans, education loan. So here let us see business term loan also there. Corporate loan, corporate term loan, business term loan. So different types of the loan, different loans are given. These are the term loans, and the term loans can be returned. The amount of money can be returned with the equated monthly installment, with the EMI. EMI facilities are there. With the EMI facilities, the amount of loan can be returned. So rate of interest is imposed on the, so here rate of interest is imposed on the lump sum amount. 1 lakh rupees is section, so rate of interest will be charged on 1 lakh rupees when the amount is credited with the name of the borrowers. But what happens if the money which is already paid on that, the rate of interest is not charged? So interest will be, so rate of interest will go on declining when the amount will go on declining. I think this is clear to all of you. And the secondary function, the another function is secondary function. Let us see, a large number of secondary functions are being performed by the commercial banks. So here I have written some of the commercial secondary function. First one is transfer of funds. So transfer of funds on the behalf of the customers. The funds are being transferred. Suppose we can transfer the money from one place to another place, from one person to another person, from one country to another country. So the money can be transferred is the function of the commercial bank. Collection and payment of various items. So various items, you take the example of check, drafts. So different items are there that can be the collections, the payments are being made by the commercial banks. Purchase and sale of foreign exchange, foreign securities, foreign currencies are being purchased or being sold by the commercial bank. Commercial banks are entitled to purchase and sell the foreign currencies. Foreign currencies can be purchased and sold. Purchase and sale of securities. Here, securities means these bonds, shares, mutual funds, etc. So, mutual funds can be purchased, sold with the help of the commercial bank. So, commercial bank is performing the function of purchase, sale of the shares, of the bonds, of the mutual funds, etc. Locker facilities, we have seen income tax consultancy. Income tax, regarding the income tax, the means that advices are given to the customers, and locker facilities are being provided. Locker facilities, different types of the valuable documents, different types of ornaments can be kept into the locker facilities, traveler's check facilities. So different facilities are being provided by the commercial bank. I think this function and the meaning of the commercial bank is clear to all of you. Thank you for watching my video. Okay, thank you.